Well, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Well, not a long while, because I just got it. And this is a review of the Canon 77D. My first upgrade of a DSLR ever. Well, at least a APC-C, APS-C, whatever, I don't know. I got the Canon 550D back in 2009, and I've taken over 24,000, I've rotated, like flipped it several times, because it only goes to like 9,999, then it goes back to zero. So I think I took about 24,000 photos with it. Got a lot of use out of it, used it for videos and traveling. My camera has been to about 12 countries, I believe, and it served me well. Served me very well. However, it got to the point where I was just so tired of blurry video. Actually, it was the one thing, because the Canon 550D, again, I think they made it in 2008 or 9, it did not have autofocus during video. So if you start your video out of focus, you're going to have the whole video out of focus. And when you're doing like vlogs or reviews, whatever the word is nowadays, you're going to have a problem with that. So that got to the point where I recorded 3 videos in a row and they were all blurry, and I just said, screw it, I'm done with it. The other advantage of upgrading is with the Wi-Fi. You can connect devices to the camera. Now the 550D could connect through wires and stuff like that. In fact, I'm still using wire on the new camera for actually this is the old camera because I had to, because I've got the new camera here. And the old camera will of course be sold once this video is done and looks okay. I did one before, but it didn't look okay. So that was the other thing. The new one is totally remote, and that's great too. And the articulating viewfinder. Well, enough talking about it. Let's talk about it. So yes, the articulating viewfinder, and again, there are better reviews out there. There's lots of in-depth reviews with specs, those good like numbers and professional stuff. Not me. I'm just giving you sort of like in general, this is how I feel after using the 550D. So, in some ways, I'm comparing the 550D to the 77D, but not like in all the detailed scientific stuff. Just the basics, how it feels, how it looks, and my overall reaction after about a week and a half. I do like the articulated viewfinder because if you are doing a vlog, of course, I don't have to explain this. If you bought a camera in the past like 5 years, you have this. But yeah, that is kind of cool. Although number 2 is the fact that you can use remote. You can use your iPhone to kind of connect with it. You can use a iPad to kind of connect with it. Now on the 550D. I'm not even using all that right now because 550D could not be, you could use an Android, but not the iPhone, stuff like that, and that was very annoying. Very annoying. So that was another reason I upgraded. It's just have the remote, less wires. It's kind of cool. So I use my iPhone to kind of like start and stop the video and kind of get a good look at it. You can use it for focusing and all that kind of stuff too, but mainly I just need to start and stop the video. And then you can use the iPad. I use the iPad for other reasons, actually, just my notes that I'm going to be talking about. So overall feeling, why am I throwing this? It's kind of expensive. It is, like they say, it is a little plasticky. It just feels like I don't want to drop it, although ironically if it were better quality and it was more solid and it feels more metallic or whatever, the aluminum, I don't know what the materials are, I'd want to drop it even less. But this one I just feel like if I drop it, it'll break, which is probably true of most cameras, so don't drop it. I haven't even attached the strap yet, but I will soon. Other than that, of course, you have the rotating dial on the left. You have one of the things I kind of liked is that I used to see this on an old Minolta my family had many years ago, and I just thought I like the LED there and the details right there. It's just easier to see. Other than that, because on the one you're looking through right now, you had to kind of look through and then see things, and or open the screen and see things, and this is just nice to have. Other than that, more little buttons, and it does all the kind of fun stuff your old camera did, but this is definitely improvement. 77D. There's a few other things to talk about though. Well, let's get this out of the way because it won't take long. The battery is smaller than even the 550, and you always think, don't batteries get bigger? I don't know. This is close to, still a sub $1,000 camera, but it's getting up there. In fact, the 550 I think was only like a $500 camera. Small battery, very small battery. This is actually a off-brand. I shouldn't show it, but it's an off-brand. So it's not, Canon charges, an arm and a leg, and as you can see, I still have mine, so I didn't pay that price. Yeah, it's expensive, like $57 for a spare battery. Like, really? But you know, go online and they're like, you know, $8 or something like that, and they work just fine. I did get a charger with it, but they're just small, so they're not going to last as long. If you go out on a shoot, you're going to want spares, or get those like, you know, attachments that go underneath. I was thinking about that, but I just thought, nah, for now. But I have been shooting quite several movies, and the battery does seem to be lasting a long time, although it's a new battery. So again, I don't do specs because you can get that elsewhere. I'd just be like repeating, reinventing the wheel, talking about the wheel again or something like that. So battery is smaller though, just to know you're not going to get as much battery life. I think I mentioned before, the Wi-Fi is great. It was a little finicky to set up. It had little issues. I had some troubles with it. It's not, the software is not the world's best. It's no Apple, but it works. It's okay. Once you get it going, then it's kind of nice. You just have to keep reconnecting to the network. So the camera, because it becomes sort of its own network, and you connect to it, and everything is just great. But you know, doing that every time, annoying, but I don't know if there's any way to get around that aside from plugging a wire directly in or avoiding. Now you still kind of want to use the password. Use the password. Touch screen. Remember, I'm coming off a 2008 or 9 camera. I've not had the joie de vivre of having a touch screen, so that was actually kind of nice. In fact, it took a while to get used to it. I was using like the rotating dial. Well, you know, I have it. Why not show it? So I was using the rotating dial on the back and pushing the buttons, and then I realized, oh yeah, the touch screen, you can touch things, and that's nice. You know, I've just again, I'm not used to that. I'm used to that on all my other devices, but my camera, you know, 7 years with the 550D, I think it was like seven years. I just didn't have that luxury, so I got used to not using the button. Oh, I should say it's also light. Off topic here, we're on a different category, but it's very light. Again, why am I tossing my camera around? Yeah, so the touchscreen is very nice. It works well. It works great. And it looks great too. Everything's fine with the touchscreen. Like it a lot, but again, they're probably all like that. I don't know. I've only experienced the 550D, 77D, so I'm not comparing anything else but those two. Sound. Oh gosh, yeah, the sound. The first thing I noticed when I started taking videos with the 77D was the sound actually we have a problem. You know, Houston, we've had a problem. I think that's the actual quote. Houston, we've had a problem. Not we got a problem here. That's online, you can get that. But yeah, the sound, all of a sudden I was getting like a buzz on my microphone, and I thought, what's going on? I was going to return the camera, but did some research, the internet of all things, and I found out that, you know, it's just the preamp on the camera. The Canon's not great for sound on the camera. A lot of people these days don't even record to the camera. They record to, you can record to your iPhone even. The mics go into your iPhone and you do that. So that was a big issue, really, because the thing is, the 550D, there was no like buzzing sound at all on this. It was a cheap Ars Technica. I mean, it wasn't a great, shoot, my, don't go away. So the sound on the Ars Technica microphone was problematic, was going into the camera. Didn't know if it was the mic or the camera. This one just really concerned me, and you can adjust the settings. You can even, a cool feature is, and again, not just this camera, but probably other ones as well, is you can kind of monitor it first. You can listen to, you can watch it. Actually, you can't listen to it, but you can watch the sound, and if you start seeing, if you're not zeroed out, if you're getting some sound and no one's talking, yeah, you got a little problem there. And for me, it was actually, now, most people aren't even have this problem. Me, if it was the lights, it was the LED lights. When both of the big guns turned on, all of a sudden, I had that static buzzing. That was really a problem. Now, the smaller ones that were battery powered or just not as powerful, they didn't cause a problem. But the giant guns, yeah, as soon as they went on, I got this buzzing sound. So, first thing I did was, I got a new mic, a new lapel mic, lavalier, which you don't see. Not because it's well hidden, because I'm not using it. I decided to switch to a shotgun mic, which actually isn't on the camera, but right here in front of me. I think you probably see it. It's probably in the frame. I haven't even checked the video yet, but I think it is. Now that was another thing too. I'm not reviewing mics, but instead of spending money on a $280 mic, I saw some reviews that this mic is actually pretty good and pretty close. It's not the same level, but for what I do, it would work. And it was $25. Like, okay. Although I did buy the lapel mic. My original goal was to actually record 2 sets of video. the shotgun mic to the camera, and a backup, which I actually did use one time because I forgot to turn the other mic on, so it saved me because I had done a couple of videos, very long, and didn't have any sound except for the backup. So, but right now, this guy's on, and hopefully he's doing a great job. So we're just going to go with that one and hope for the best. And it is going to the camera because, yeah, if you separate it, then you got to resync it. It's not the end of the world, but if you do a lot of videos, you don't resyncing it every time is just not fun. Oh yeah, no headphone jack. There's ways around that. Again, if you're doing a backup sound, then you can get the headphone jack to that, like through your iPhone or whatever. Or do what I do, just do a quick sample and listen to it. If it sounds okay, then you're probably going to be okay. But yeah, it's the audio through the camera that I tested on, and that's not great, and you wouldn't be able to hear a buzzing. Well, actually, you can. You turn it up and you'll hear the buzzing. So yeah, no headphone jack. And again, but the next camera up really is the 80D, and yeah, they're talking several $100s more for something I just don't think I have to have. So I stuck with this one. Yeah. And of course, I think I mentioned it before, the auto-focusing during video is huge. I can stick something up close. Like, look, I'll bet you're focused on that right now. This is my wine, which I was going to review in a different thing, but I ended up drinking. I have no more wine to review because it's gone. So yeah, as a video recording camera, not great. The 550D. Now this one's fine. I know that it has some issues. You can find out on other reviews. Not mine. I'm not getting into that level of minutia. That's a fun word, minutia. I just kind of given the basic, how does it feel? I'm hardly even holding the camera at all. I'm supposed to be talking about it, but now I'm petting it. Okay, so lots of buttons. You can get that elsewhere. Again, it's light, it's comfortable, I suppose. I use the 50 millimeter, like a 24 millimeter. It's pancake lens, and man, that lens is tiny and light, and you're looking through it right now. You probably don't even realize it. You're looking through it right now. That lens is light and small. So if you can get away with using that for a while, then this is just not a lot of weight, and with a small battery too. It no longer is going to choke you or give you neck pains or ruin your back. But again, if you go back to one of these lenses, the nice and heavy, very heavy, yeah, I mean zoom, it's like 18-200, but this thing, this is a beast, and it definitely will make the camera heavy again. It was light, now it's heavy. I think that's about it. I think I covered everything I wanted to say about the camera. After about a week and a half, after about 10 days, I'll keep it. It's fine. Again, with these, as I said, the last one, 25,000 shots all around the world. Never had any problems with it. In fact, it's great condition. You're probably wanting to buy it right now. Although, you might as well just splurge and get the 77D. But I think with the 77D, it's going to last me hopefully another 7 years. I buy them like I buy cars, every 7 to 10 years. So I like it when something is going to last. I never had, I don't think, one problem with the 550D. Oddly, I had a problem with the Canon lens after years. I even bought this used, and it started having some little focusing issues, but then it went away. So it's actually extremely strange. Now the lens seems to be fine, because you don't want to sell a lens that has problems. Lenses, I mean, have a great resale value, but they do have to be in excellent working order, and it can't be breaking down as soon as someone else buys it. Can anything? So that's kind of nice, and I'll keep it anyway because it's a good lens. It's a good camera, and it's a good mic. Everything is good. Life is good. I just thought I'd throw this out there and do a 77D review in case you're thinking, what do I buy? Now, there is the T2i or T7i. I don't even know what all these names are, but there's one that's kind of right below this, and there were just a few features on the 77D that I really thought, I kind of want that. I really do want that. So that's why I upgraded from even the T7i, whatever it is. I don't know what the model is right below it, but that made a huge difference. So hopefully I'm okay for a while, and hopefully a firmware update will take care of maybe those little issues with the connectivity with the Wi-Fi. It just could be a little better, maybe the interface. But at least the app is free. When you get the app on your camera to download to your iPhone or iPad, it's free. That's kind of nice. That's all I can think of to say about it. Anyway, it's the Canon 77D. I think it's just fine for me. I'd recommend it, actually. It has just all the bells and whistles I need without getting up to the 80D and having to spend that extra $350. But, you know, you got to look closely because there may be features on that you absolutely need. The headphone jack, maybe you absolutely need it. But for me, I didn't absolutely need it. That's all I have to say. Till next time. If you like... oh, no, wait, don't go away. We all say this now, just in every single video end with like, comment, subscribe. Do I have subscribers? I don't even know if I do. But if you can do any of that, I guess you can dislike too if you don't like it. And some people probably won't, because I'm not doing I'm just getting off track. Okay, that's it. 77D out.